Oh, here we go. Good morning. Check my volume real quick. Oh, here we go. Good morning. All right. Pop out. Check something real quick. CPU. Running 30%. And this OBS takes up some power. All right. I can get rid of that. OBS. All right, I'll start right here this morning. Good morning, November 24th, 2025, Thanksgiving week. I will not be on Wednesday. I should be on Friday. That's what I'm anticipating right now. And here's NASDAQ daily. Last week I talked about the importance of these little doji looking candles. I don't know if I caught that on air or not. I think I did. But you can see I put my support or my box here right at the bottom here, and then up to the first green candle body open, which is right there. And where did we, we went down and ticked it, I think, right to the tick. It's pretty amazing. You could have done the same, at one point. This was right here. And oh, look at that. If I go right to there, we opened just right above it. At any rate. So that will stay there until they take it out, and it's just support. At this point, it was support, then turned into resistance. But you can see when there's a lot of volume and stuff like that, these don't matter, right? It's the same thing as this box here at one time, right? They're great, but at the end of the day, they just don't matter. When the market's moving, You'll blow right through these. You'll blow right through this one. On this little Fibonacci system, not Fibonacci, but Elliott wave, it says this is a wave 4, and we're going to come up and make a wave 5. Will that hold? I have no idea. So here, let me get rid of this. This is no good anymore. And what I'd be looking for, see if we break above whatever that high there is at 596.25. See if we break that high and move up. So that's what I'm looking at this morning. Basically, decent gap up, 217 points. I'm going to turn my lighting down a little bit. It's a little bright in my eyes. So we'll see what happens. We can play all the way up in here and then come back down. We could just keep going and blast off, right, as the waves indicate, wave 4, wave 5 up. So don't know. Okay, so today is, I still got my grade on there. It's an A. So in previous days, previous weeks, this day, Monday, is generally a decent day for this little system. I'll be using the Sim 101 as my leader account, and go from there. Here I got the Gunslinger running. It's a 2-minute momentum trader. And 15-minute. This is the the midnight open, right around 452 on a little bigger 15-minute time frame. You can see, too much. You can see where our resistance area is, and you can see we came up this morning, caught a little bit of that resistance, and managed to recapture, get back up in there, and now we're struggling to get up there. but here's the previous high, 596.25. That's what we saw on the trading view chart. There we go. And I mean, realistically, you know, somebody could do, you could do something like that. Get a nice little line there on the 15-minute. This breaks and baby, it's gonna have some momo to the downside. It should. I would watch this line. And if we close below this line, then I'd be looking for a top control here at 24,316. But since everything's right in the world, top control, bottom controls in their current spot, I got to say that, you know, probably going to be a bullish day. You know, we're up 220. That's what it looks like. If not, your downside targets are top controlled and the pivot at 283.25. Make sure my time's okay. Okay, and then you got support down here at 159. If not, we got some bears last stand at 24,729. You know, it's just a target. That's all. All right. I always say if you're above pivot, you're bullish, and if you're below pivot, you're bearish. This is kind of no man's land, meaning if the trend is up, you play the up and stay in it. If not, we come back down, we could bounce anywhere in here. So let me turn this guy on. I'm going to be running. Oh. Okay, let me get set up. I am going to be running threes today. So. Morning, Michael. Good morning. All right, 1 minute to go. I got this on the 1 minute chart today. I don't know if I like that yet or not. But I got to let it run. They're too close to open. I don't want to screw anything up. Oh, better turn my... I better turn some stuff on here. All right, we'll let this run, see how it plays out. Here we go, 15 seconds. Good luck. Hopefully the thing takes trades. I don't know if I did anything over the weekend. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Good. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I took one off. Yeah, I don't know why I'm playing up there. I should play right here. Dang it. You know, for consistency factor, this thing hits 20 points a lot. I'm almost betting to take both of them off there at 20. Okay, I need to play down here. This is where I can see and move a lot faster instead of trying to play on my monitors up there. But my thought is to take both of them off there. Now there was a long, it was a good long. It did come back and get stopped out, so it did take 20 points. Stopped out at break even, technically at its break even. So there we go. Let me get my mic a little bit closer to me. Probably going to hit that 40. Yeah, we hit the 40. Well, all right, so now I'm gonna be patient. What am I looking for? Well, we had the break. Now I gotta wait for a little flag or something. All right, we broke that flag. Now I'm gonna look for another one. And it could be a really small one, so like right here. Got to break above 596. I'm going to try that right there. Took one off. Let's go. I'm going to get up to the bottom of, or the top of the bear zone, which is at 633. I'm going to tighten the stop up just because we could reverse from there. If not, I'll try for that 40-point marker up there at 56. Okay, I don't know why. Huh. My system was in a short, not a long. Wow, I got some issues going on today. Well, don't know. I don't know. All my trades were good. You can see I'm up 1,000 on my sim, but down on my deals. I don't know. What the heck? Well, that's the way it goes. Huh. That's weird. I gotta log in. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, oops, wrong one. Okay, I'm still waiting. That was a good entry. I did everything right this morning. Just something. My products went short instead of long. I don't know what the hell. I mean, it happens. So most recent release available before expiration. 923 days ago. There we go. All right. That's a bummer. Not happy about that. All right, there's a nice little continuation, it looks like, potentially at 705. Wow, what a move up. Okay, I'm going to try this here. Well, let's see if we can get a pullback here. Let's get a little flag going. I'm going to make sure he's on. Yep. There we go. Okay. Okay, it looks like I'm probably a move back above 700 would be not a bad play. But let's see. You know, I knew things just didn't act right because even as it took this 20-pointer, on my first trade, on one account it was down, and in two accounts I was up like 20 bucks or 30 bucks. So I knew something wasn't quite right this morning. All right, get a nice little pullback here. Looking for, see if I can get a recross on a 3/8 system. I got him in CNBC up. So I'm just being patient, just relaxing. I'm all right. $15-minute. We got 5 minutes left. We're going to come down, see if we can retest the bear zone there at 634. No stress. Oh. Michael, you still here? Because I don't show anybody on. Okay. Okay, what time is it? 42. Came down to the bear zone, bounced. 5-minute trade. I missed that too. Darn it. That's what happens when you get discombobulated, man. Everything just freaking. Okay, see if we come down to about 578 would be a good bounce point. That would be nice. I don't know if we're going to get there. We just bounced at the 38.2 from the 5-minute candle. Let me go over here, get rid of that. All right. Let me look at SPY real quick. Wow. Okay, that's a big, big range there. All right, we're getting a little cross. Something like that. Thank you. Have a good day. All right, 8 seconds, see if we can close that above that. There we go. All right, let's come back down. I would probably, well, let's see. Came back down to the bear zone and tested. In no hurry, right? Came down to the 21 EMA. A lot of people would have taken this long at 67, got up to 91. It's not bad. Let me get rid of, I got CNBC on and I can't take it. All right, there's a drop. 25 seconds left on the 15, coming back into the bear zone. Again, I would look for something around 578 to hold, maybe even down to 550. Oh, that's what I want right there. Okay. All right, that's good. Flip cards. Interesting. So something maybe like that now. See how that plays. Creating a nice little flag. SPY's coming down. Sure would have liked to seen 578. Or even 620, what's that? 600. All right, back above the bear zone. Yep. Okay, let's see. Any gaps? No. We're in a big 5-minute gap here, right? So something, let's see, rectangle, something like this. all charts. Oh. No, it's not showing. But basically, see if we pump up above there. Somewhere, something like this. Well, it's a big gap. All right, that's a good trade. $54. Shoot. I could take one here, I guess. 68 would have been better. Let's see if we can get a move down to about 55. That would be the best, but don't know if we're going to get there. Once you get the momentum up, it generally is, see you later. Should have been in already. Yeah. Well, here we go. Come back down. Okay, so we got a potential cross here at 80. Nope, that was quick. In and out. Something's really weird happening. When I go long, it's going short. All right, back into the bear zone. That's very strange. Again, looking for 578 to the downside. Let me just try one here, Lou. See, now won't even take the trade. Huh. So weird. I don't know what the heck is going. Up is down, down is up. Going back into yesterday's high, 596.25. I would have liked the 578 is what I was shooting for. And we just hit it or got really close to it. 580. See, nothing's even taking trades. Huh. All right. Apparently I got some issues going on. I'm going to get rid of that. Let's see. Q, let's get rid of that. Let's do some, oops, privacy. Let's see if this one works here. All right, so we came down to 580. what I was looking for. Got the long. Looks like my system's playing nice now. I got 3 long, it looks like. I should put the little L signal there so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to just let that play. Oops. Oh, I just clicked on something I shouldn't have clicked on. All right. Let me cancel that. Tools. Okay. I'll go ahead and take a let's see. Get back up to 59. I'm going to lock in 59. If we get back above it, that would lock me at close to 50 points. We got an inside. I get taken out here. All right, I'm going to lock in the 59. Right there. I'm going to shoot for the obviously the top or the high there. All right, good trade. That'll get me back where I should be. I'm hoping. Come on, stay up there. Stay back up there. Nope, it's not going to, I don't think. Damn it, why did I take 2? Still, good point. 50 points, not bad. Got me back to positive. I got a new guy, and he seems to be working nicely. I don't know what happened to the other one. All right, there's a test. If we get back here, I'll probably take a long. We get back above, yeah, right in there. I would take that long. We have a inside 5 minute, I believe. Inside 5, right around 90. Hopefully I don't get taken here. Come on. A 10-point stop. Yep. See you later. And I would take that again. What is that? What did I get last time? About 15 points. Come on. Bust up there. Wouldn't have got my 6. Wouldn't have got that 20. Come on, baby, let's go. Let's go. Get up there. Son of a bitch. $5.82, $5.82. What the heck? If we come back up here, I will take the long up. It did not take the short, but let's see, 12, so 20 points. Yeah, would have got it. So you could have got 20 points to the downside, probably 20 points to the upside. Let's see if we can get up there again. Oh, you sucker fish. My 10-point stops just aren't enough. Probably need to be right around there. There you go. So getting close to 25, right? 48, 68, 20 points. I should be playing multiples here. Collecting 10 and then let the next one ride. Kind of struggling, kind of going sideways here. Sideways action. Probably going to get taken out here if I don't drop it. I'm going to lock in 58. If we can get above the previous, we can get above this guy right here at 675. I'll lock in the 58. All right, I'm going to lock in. Oh, come on, give me something. Get back up there. There we go. I'll lock in. There we go. Good move up.
Inside bar.
Oh,
Entry.
There we go. Not sure how I got 5, but I'm peeling them off.
Target filled.
There we go. A lot of times it come back down after that target filled. So I'll take what I can get here. And let's close everything. There we go. All right, not bad. Not great. Not bad. You can see I should be playing maybe a little bit higher quality. Oh, that's why, because these suckers are only taking ones. Yep, I didn't increase my ratio when I entered in a new box, a new copy trade. Son of a gun. So that's why, because this was a 15-minute and a 5-minute inside bar. That's why the double trigger. I was wondering, well, like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, that's why. I should have just let it run. Darn it. All right. Michael, did you catch that? Did you play one of those? Both of those? All right, so it was a good day. It was a grade A day, and there you go. You got 20 points on the pre-high low. Let me turn these guys off because they're done. You got 20 points in the pre-high low, and we got the 1 or 5 minute and 15 minute triggered, and both hit target. That's why I got double numbers here, and I'm like, why can't I read that? Because everybody's stop was right here, everybody's entry was right here, and everybody's target was right here. So I got 40, 40, and 20, so that's 120 points. Son of a gun. There you go. Well, knew it was going to be a good, or didn't know it, but you know, the sheets, the spreadsheets say that that it was going to be a good day. So let me put some data in. We got 40 on there. I'll have to go back there and look at this, but it's actually supposed to be 5 minute is 60 points. And what we get on that is 20 points on there. So 120 points. Yep. Son of a gun. I'll have to go back through and replay that. All right, we came up to the 38.2, 24.750. Did we get that high? We got to 48.75, and we're retracing. So be interesting to see if we do a pullback here. Right here. 50 got a 20-point stop at 770. And, you know, and I went in today saying, okay, the bots need 100 points today and 100 points tomorrow, and then they're right on schedule. They average about 600 points a month, and we're at 414 for the month after this 120 today. So there you go. If it grabs another 100 points tomorrow, be at 514. And I said on Friday, if we got to 500 points, I would consider that a win, because that would put our weekly average right around 600 points a month. So if you play 3 or 4 contracts of MNQ, that's right around 4,000. 3 contracts, I think, is 4,000 a month. So 600 points times 2 is $1,200. So if you had 3 contracts, it'd be 3,600. Right? 4 contracts, 4,800 a month. Multiply that times 5, 10, 15, 20 accounts, and boom, boom. There's your numbers. All right. Well, that was a quick one. I really was not ready for that. I was doing other things. I was worried about this guy, so he kind of screwed everything up today. But once I got this on, it's working perfectly now. So that's pretty much it. I'm done. I won't take any more trades. I'll probably just call it good and wait till tomorrow. So early day today. Does somebody have some questions? but people are dropping off. So all right, that's all I got. Thank you. If you came in, thank you. And if you left, okay, thank you. We'll do it again tomorrow. I'll hopefully have things played out a little better. Hopefully this guy, well, actually, I'm going to use Replicano tomorrow. And hopefully we have another 100-point day. That would be fantastic. So, all right, good luck. If you're green, stay green. Peace.